Welcome to Bunny Bet for round 9 NRL tips. Trying something a bit different this week after so many people commenting, where's the rabbit, can't see the rabbit. I guess they're probably more interested in the rabbit than my tips, which I couldn't blame them because they haven't been that great. So we're going to have the rabbit up from the start of the video today, and hopefully he stays there. It's hard to get him to stay there, and I really want him to be for my Bunny Bet tips, which are actually later in the round, so you've got to stay there for the whole show, buddy. First, let's just have a look at how I went last week. I went 5-3, basically because the NRL was run by the mafia. How the hell the Warriors lost to the Titans, I don't know. I think the Warriors just went into that game just thinking that they were going to win. They got off to a 12-point lead. I must have just got a bit of overconfidence in them, discounted their opposition and just lost that game where they shouldn't have. Then you got the Dolphins, who one week absolutely come out and obliterate the Eels, and then the next week lose by the Knights. What the fuck is going on there? And they got players back. I mean, I must admit the reason why I didn't pick them to beat Eels was because of the players they had out. But are we going to just blame what happened on the Heat, like just the Heat? Sure, there's no mystery deposits in bank accounts or anything like that, but my God. So I think me and nearly everybody else didn't pick those two. And then the other game, which in last week's video I had Parramatta upsetting Manly, but in the NRL tipping app I actually had Manly beating Para. I'd love to claim to you that I had a late last minute moment of clarity and reversed my tip, but honestly I'd be just lying. I think that was just a mistake. I just sometimes have put in my tips really early just to get them in case something happens, and I must just not have changed it back. So I'm glad I made the mistake and I picked Manly, and Manly were in the tipping app, but I thought Eels were going to bounce back, and they looked like they were going to for a while before they just pushed the self-destruct button, making stupid errors, and then Micah Sevo absolutely smashed the self-destruct button, putting the game just out of reach. Silly penalty resulting in a send-off, just brain snap. So anyway, and as far as the bunny balance has gone, the bunny balance is now 0, and we're going to start again and going to just not be so flippant with the tipping, try to be better with the tipping. And I think one of the things is I've been trying to just rush how quickly to build it. So I'm not doing that anymore. Even if there's only one bet a week or maybe no bets, then that's the way we have to do it. So let's look at round 9. First off, we've got the Rabbits versus the Panthers, and I think the Panthers have got 15.5 point handicap. You can move the Rabbits up to plus 40.5 and still get $1.02. You wouldn't bet on that, but that's how far the bookies are letting you move this line. And at the moment, I would not trust your mob to win. You just cannot trust the Rabbits in this game. Obviously, me and everybody on the planet is going for the Panthers. At 15.5 points, I don't see any really good markets in this game to bet on, so just stay clear of this one. Then we have Manly at home versus the Raiders. DCE is listed as in, but Olakau'atu is listed as out, and they will definitely miss him. It is being played at Brookvale, which Manly have made into a bit of a fortress lately, so I don't see Manly losing this game. Raiders are plus 9.5. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out whether that is possibly too much. You could probably push that up to 18.5 and get still a reasonably good payout from that. So I think I might be putting that into one of my multis, but I don't trust Raiders enough to really upset Manly too much here. Then our second game, Friday night, Broncos versus the Roosters. This will be a ripper. Broncos have got Mann and Cobbo back. Roosters definitely, they smashed the Saints, but Saints are just a mid team, and sometimes when the ball gets rolling, the other team just slays over and dies. So Saints also losing Sully in the very first tackle didn't help their cause much at all. So I'm not getting too super excited about the just demolition job Roosters did on St George. We've seen that the Roosters are... Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. All right. Carrot time. I know. You want the real thing? Yeah. Already on to the first bit of carrot, people, and I'm only on game 3. I hope he lasts. Hope he can stay there. We've seen in previous games just how error-prone Roosters can be when the pressure is on, and I think, to me, that is what makes a difference here. Broncos are the team. They look like they're going for the premiership. They really want it this year. They don't want to come away second place again. I think that the grand finals is more than likely going to be Broncos Panthers again, and possibly the same result, even although Reece Walsh is on fire this year. But I just do not see Broncos losing this game, and Broncos will be my pick. But for me, this is just a no-bet game because you never know. Then our first Saturday game, Bulldogs take on the Tigers at home. The Bulldogs are off the bye, and I know a lot of people say, a lot of teams are slow when they come off the bye, but I don't think the Bulldogs have shown at any point this year that they're slow starters. Bulldogs get going pretty quick. Have the Tigers hit a wall? Who knows? This is a really hard game to pick, and to me, I would just absolutely not bet on this game, and the main reason is because it's two mid up and down teams. You don't know what you're going to get, and this is just an absolute no bet. I think Bulldogs will win this, but not really any confidence in that, and stay clear of this game. Then we have Titans versus Storm, and Storm are going to be a different prospect to the Warriors, who look like they just sort of, died off in the middle of that game last week. Mind you, Melbourne coming off a big win. Who knows where their head is at? Will Titans be able to back up after winning their first game, or will they have a bit of a hangover from the win and be down again this week? Look, this is another just no good market on this game as far as I can see. The handicap is massive. Storm should win this, definitely, but I couldn't take that many points. Then we've got Cowboys versus Dolphins, and Cowboys Penrith game last week was honestly probably the best game of the round. Both teams looked amazing. I cannot see the Cowboys being beaten this week. They are 9th on the ladder. They will not want to go any lower. They're at home. Bromwich is out, but yes, others come in, so maybe the Dolphins are a little bit stronger, although I think the Dolphins look pretty bad against Newcastle, whereas Cowboys looked awesome against Penrith and almost fought back to get a win there. Cowboys for sure on this one, and I'm so certain with Cowboys on this one that this is my first bunny bet. So I'm glad he lasted this long into the video to at least get one bunny bet down. Then we have Knights versus Warriors. Look, Knights beat a bad Dolphins team last week, so I'm not getting too excited about that. And the Warriors are getting Bunty and Capewell back, which are two big ins. So I believe the Warriors, who are currently 11th or 12th, I don't have it in front of me at the moment, sorry, but they are pretty far down the ladder. And if they do not win this week, they will definitely be overtaken by Parramatta, I believe, because Parramatta are going to get 2 points because of the bye. If Warriors are for real, they have to bounce back and win this game. That is why they are my second bunny bet. And if the Warriors do not win this game, then I'm going to fly over to New Zealand. I'm going to drive to Mount Start Stadium, and I'm going to paint a big wooden spoon on their ground, because for fuck's sake, they could not lose to Knights after losing to Titans and after losing the week before. They have to get this together. No way they can lose this game. Then the last game of the week, Sharks take on the Dragons, and as we mentioned, the Dragons got absolutely obliterated by the Roosters, losing Sully in the first tackle, of course, which doesn't really help. He is still out. Sully is still out this weekend versus the Sharks, and he's going to be a big loss. He's going to be missed. Sharks are absolutely on fire, and they are rolling. And there's always a rivalry between Sharks and Saints. But Sharks at home, I cannot see them losing this game either. And for that reason, and because if I put 3 legs on, I can get sports bet, bonus bet, I'm going to make them my 3rd leg of my bunny bet. But I have to wait till Thursday because Sportsbet don't bring out this special until Thursday. At the moment, the combined odds are $2.72 on those 3 games. Hopefully, I still get those odds by Thursday. If I don't, I'll adjust it as required. Hopefully, this week you can be in the winners circle. Thanks for watching. Love it if you like and subscribe, comment, share. Tell me if you want to see less of the bunny, more of the bunny. You can't see any more of him this week, actually. Thanks for watching.